1. Social cognition. Definition. Social cognition refers to the processes by which people understand and make sense of others and themselves in the social world. It involves attention, interpretation, judgment, and memory. A. Heuristics. Definition. Heuristics are mental shortcuts or rules of thumb that simplify decision-making and problem-solving. Types of heuristics. Representativeness heuristic. Judging the probability of an event based on how much it resembles a prototype. Example, assuming someone is a professor because they wear spectacles and read books, ignoring base rates. Availability heuristic. Judging the likelihood of an event based on how easily examples come to mind. Example, after seeing news about plane crashes, one overestimates their likelihood. Anchoring and adjustment heuristic. Relying heavily on an initial piece of information, anchor, and making adjustments from it. Example, if a product is initially priced at 2,000 rupees, a discounted price of 1,000 rupees seems cheap, even if it isn't. Simulation heuristic. The ease with which one can imagine an alternative outcome influences the perception of an event. Example, missing a flight by 5 minutes feels worse than missing it by 30 minutes. Limitations of heuristics. Can lead to biases and errors in judgment. Not always rational or optimal. B. Schemas. Definition. Schemas are cognitive structures that help us organize knowledge about the social world. They influence what we notice, think about, and remember. Types of schemas. Person schemas, beliefs about people's traits and behaviors. Role schemas, expectations about how people in certain roles behave, for example, doctor, teacher. Event schemas, scripts, knowledge about how certain events usually unfold. Self-schemas, beliefs about oneself. Functions of schemas. Help in processing social information quickly. Fill in missing information, sometimes inaccurately. Aid memory encoding and retrieval. Can contribute to stereotyping. Schema accessibility. Chronic accessibility, constantly active due to personality or past experiences. Temporary accessibility, activated by recent experiences, priming. Problems with schemas. Confirmation bias, tendency to seek information that confirms existing beliefs. Stereotyping, overgeneralized and fixed schemas about social groups. 2. Social perception. Definition. Social perception refers to the processes by which we form impressions of and make inferences about other people. A. Nonverbal communication. Definition. The transmission of messages or signals through a nonverbal platform such as eye contact, facial expressions, gestures, posture, and tone of voice. Channels of nonverbal communication. Facial expressions, universally recognized emotions, Ekman, happiness, anger, sadness, fear, disgust, surprise. Eye contact, signals attention, interest, hostility, or affection. Gestures, culturally specific hand or body movements. Posture and body language, indicates openness, defensiveness, dominance. Paralinguistics, voice pitch, loudness, tempo, and rhythm. Touch, varies greatly by culture, indicates intimacy, aggression, sympathy. Cues. Affective cues, emotions. Regulatory cues, for example, turn-taking in conversation. Emblematic cues, culturally learned signals. Deception recognition. Leakage cues, involuntary signs of emotion, for example, microexpressions. Inconsistencies between verbal and nonverbal cues. People are generally poor lie detectors, 55% accuracy. Trained individuals, like interrogators, may be better. B. Attribution. Definition. Attribution is the process by which people explain the causes of behavior, their own and others. Attribution theories. Heider's Naive Psychology, 1958. Internal, dispositional, versus external, situational, attributions. We act like intuitive scientists. Kelly's Covariation Model, 1967. Attribution depends on consensus. Do others behave the same way? Consistency. Is the behavior repeated over time? Distinctiveness is the behavior specific to the situation. Example: Q-type, high external, low internal. Consensus: yes, everyone behaves the same, no, only this person. Consistency: yes, happens always, no random incident. Distinctiveness: yes, happens only in this situation, no, happens in many. Wiener's attribution theory, for motivation. Locus: internal/external. Stability: stable/unstable. Controllability. Useful in educational and clinical settings. Attribution errors. Fundamental attribution error, FAE. Overestimating internal causes and underestimating external factors. Example: assuming someone is rude by nature without considering stress or context. Actor-observer bias. Attributing our own behavior to external causes, others to internal causes. Self-serving bias. Success equals internal, failure equals external. Example: I passed because I'm smart, I failed because the test was unfair. Defensive attribution. Victim blaming to reduce fear of vulnerability. Example: they got mugged because they were careless. C. Impression management. Definition. Also called self-presentation, it is the process by which individuals attempt to control the impressions others form of them. Formation of impressions. Primacy effect. First impressions matter, earlier information influences perception more than later info. Halo effect. A positive trait leads to the assumption of other positive traits. Example: if someone is attractive, we may assume they are also intelligent or kind. Implicit personality theories. Assumptions about which traits go together. Strategies of impression management. Ingratiation, using flattery or conformity to win someone over. Self-promotion, highlighting achievements and skills. Exemplification, showing moral integrity or dedication. Supplication, displaying weakness to gain sympathy or help. Intimidation, creating fear to gain control or compliance. Tools used. Clothing, body language, speech patterns, social media presence. Why impression management matters. Influences hiring, social relationships, trust, and authority perception. It's context dependent, for example, job interview versus dating versus online platforms.